everybody, it's Jamie.
Hi, I'm Gemma.
From Playbill and Preschool. Happy Halloween!
You want to guess what we are?
We are well caffeinated. That's what we are today. The students came in and they were like,
What are you?
what are you? And then one was like, do you make coffee?
Yeah.
Yes, that is exactly what we do. Anyway, we are here today to share, we're calling them 5 common sense tips for surviving the holidays with young children.
Not just Halloween.
Any holiday. Because you know Halloween is not the only one that you're going to have to deal with this year. We're also going to have some craziness at Christmas time.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Valentine's Day.
A little bit of crazies at Valentine's Day. And then actually we think that these tips would even suit general spring fever.
Which is a real thing.
It's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
You don't want to think about that right now, though. Not the spring fever.
We're hoping to just give you 5 common sense tips that probably are things you already know. But maybe you just need to hear them, or we all need to hear them again, so that we can remind ourselves about what is important and what our students need. So here they go in no particular order. Common sense tip for surviving holidays number 1. Keep the routine. Students, especially students in the Northern Hemisphere, who have only been coming to school for 2 months, are just settling into the routine. Just settling into the routine.
October's that sweet spot where everyone knows you come in and you follow your classroom routines the same every day.
Don't change it. You want to keep the routine the
as
same.
much as you can.
As much as humanly possible, we are going to keep our routine the same. Nothing brings out the crazies in your kids more than a change in routine. Ask anybody who's had a fire drill ever. So we want to keep the routine the same, even on holiday days.
Yep.
Tip number 2.
Limit the sugar. I know this sounds really obvious, but especially this time of year, we're like, oh, let's have a treat. We're going to have our party snacks. We're going to have candy. We're going to have cookies. This is only going to come back and bite you later.
You're going to regret it. We're going to regret it. For example,
you can have a small treat. That we're not saying don't have treats, but think about how much you want to give your kids. Some kids do react pretty harshly to sugar, and you'll be paying for it in the afternoon.
Don't do that to yourselves. There are lots of obviously like healthy Pinterest ideas. We tend to keep things simple around here, so we drew jack-o'-lantern faces on our mandarin oranges. Ta-da! Halloween snack.
And they're going to have enough candy tonight when they go out, or whichever holiday. I'm sure at Christmas time or over the winter holidays, they're going to get treats then, and over Easter, everything.
Take it easy on the sugar, man.
You don't want to do that to yourself.
Don't do that to yourself. Numero trace.
Oh, and also, just sorry, one thing.
Minus.
If you're thinking about the cupcakes, they only lick off the icing. You don't need to do that.
Stay healthy. Yeah, keep it healthy, because obviously, like Gemma said, whatever you put in their bodies, you're going to see the after effects later.
Whether it be tantrums or just a general sugar down.
Oh, keep it healthy.
For yourself, though, if you want to sneak it in the closet, we're all about that.
We do not take our own advice. How many places in this room do we have chocolate hidden? 3.
We're just saying for your students, you want to limit the treats. But for yourself,
if you don't live at my house,
if you want to hide something in your teacher drawer and sneak it when they're not looking, you might need that. So it's okay.
I have 4 kids. This preschool is not obviously, but if you haven't watched before, it's at my house. And I have 4 kids that range in age from about 10 to 16, 17-ish. And they raid the basement on a very regular basis for goodies.
Very creative with our hiding spots now.
Gemma is always like, do you think if we put the chocolates in this box, they'll look here? I'm like, probably not. So we like chocolate everywhere.
And sometimes we forget, and then we go,
I forgot we hid this here like a little chipmunk in the winter.
Back on track.
Sorry.
Okay, so limit the sugar.
Tip
number 3.
Stay calm.
Obviously not like us right now. We've had the candy and the coffee.
Do as we say, not as we do. No, I'm kidding. We were calm this morning.
Yeah, we were calm.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I've done a whole video on this before. But what we know as teachers, and what we know, is that students reciprocate the energy that we give off. So if we're having a great day, we're happy, we're excited, then the students will be happy and excited. If we're having a bad day, we're feeling really sad, grumpy, short-tempered, you can bet that the students will be sad, grumpy, and short-tempered. It is the same with excitement. So if we give off this sort of calm, we're having fun, but this is not crazy town energy, for the most part, our students will reciprocate that same calm energy. So tip number 3, take deep breaths.
Yeah.
It is going to be okay.
And if you are anxious about, oh, I've got to make it perfect for the kids, and I've got to have this, and I've got to do this, they're going to sense that you're anxious to be able to, it's just going to be a different frame of mind. So you have to calm down and think, what is going to be best for me? What's going to be best for them?
Ta-da. Tip number 4 for surviving the holiday craziness with your preschoolers.
Keep it simple, Sam.
Silly. Keep it simple, silly.
Sam.
Or Sam.
Or the alternative. Whatever you
Simple
want.
friend.
Just keep it simple.
Here's some ideas for keeping it simple.
So you want to make sure, it goes back to the keeping your routine. You also want to think about your classroom and how you're going to keep the levels of craziness down. So the more things that you have out to do, the higher your level of craziness is going to be. So we go with easy art projects, not crafts. Don't do crafts, because crafts are a lot of work for you. We've done a video on this too. Think about what you want to, how much work you want to do and how much work you want them to do. We don't want to do lots of work for that. We don't want to cut pieces out.
You don't want to sit all night and cut pieces out?
No, because all they do is then stick them on and run away. And then I'm frustrated because I spent my whole night when I should have been watching TV, I'm cutting pieces out.
For us, we painted pumpkins.
It was simple.
Simple.
But if you don't want to go buy pumpkins for your whole class, because maybe you have 25 kids in your class, you could just have paper and have them paint a pumpkin shape. Anything that's going to be simple for you. The crazier it is for the art even, the crazier they're going to be.
Some other simple ideas that we have are just to play Halloween music in the background. That sort of adds to the festivities without creating chaos.
Makes it a little more festive, different, slightly different, but not too different.
Our favorite album is Kids Bop Halloween Party, because it's kid safe and cute, and you can do Thriller.
And we sing. Because we sing.
And then finally, in terms of keeping it simple,
you want to keep your centers similar to what you would normally have out. So if you have counting clip cards at your math center, keep them there. It's okay.
They could be Halloween themed, but it should be similar
Every
in process.
part of your room does not have to be related to the holiday that you are celebrating.
True story. And number 5 for our common sense tips for surviving the holidays with your preschool students. Go easy on the decor. So I say this with a lot of love, but you'll see around our room, it's not like heavily decorated for Halloween. Or ever. We don't decorate.
We don't decorate at all for things.
Here's the reason. Because we feel like we should not spend more time working in this classroom than the students do. And decor is a lot of work. It also can be very overstimulating for young children. So have you ever walked into like the party store the week before Halloween and it's stuff hanging from the ceilings and there's noise and motion?
I'm overstimulated.
And you kind of start to like feel your blood pressure and your heart rate.
Panicking.
It's the same for our kids when they come into the room and it's a little bit too overstimulating. So we try to keep it on a very minimal level.
And the kids don't really get that much out of that. In the fact that, have you ever noticed they don't really look up very high?
They're not learning anything from the decor.
They're not learning anything, but they don't really see it. If you put something on a display bulletin board, they probably haven't even noticed that even.
We would just rather spend our time on things that help them learn and not on things that don't. So we just don't decorate very much. Not really. Sometimes
the
a little
only way we would
bit,
decorate is if they've painted a picture.
Oh, show what the kids are.
So that is kind of
That's on this side. I can't turn the camera that way.
It's
pumpkin pictures.
Oh, I'm not very good with the camera. But that's the only way that we would actually have the walls decorated is with their own artwork. We wouldn't go out and necessarily buy decorations to put up on the wall.
Good point. And finally, repeat after us. Less is more. Say it. Less is more for holidays. And those are our tips. So I know some people get really excited about decorating and doing all these fun things with their students. And if that's your MO, or if that's really what you love doing, I mean, who are we to say don't do it?
Yeah,
We're just
you
saying
can do
that if
it.
you're trying to minimize the chaos,
This is the things that help us.
stay calm. And then finally, bring your coworker coffee.
She's the best boss ever.
Cheers.
2 days in a row. Because we've worn this 2 days in a row.
We have 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
2 days in a row with the venti coffee
And-
too.
Jamie is so smart. She got these for us. We're going to put them in our hot drinks cafe afterwards.
Repurposing our Halloween
double
costumes as dramatic
juice
play
that.
props.
Yeah.
We hope you survive today and tomorrow.
And hide
These
yourself
tips-
some chocolate in the closet for when
Hide
you
yourself
need it.
chocolate and order venti coffee. Thanks for joining us. We hope you always have fun playing and learning with your kids.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.